thought we'd have a look at doing something slightly different. So we're going to have a look at kind of just a kind of showing we're learning. So this is a progression on an attack. So this is Harry the fresh attack on nair number 2. So I'm going to start it off with the queen walk, and what we're trying to do here is really just clear out that bottom compartment. So it's what I'm trying to work out is what will she clear out, what will she encounter, and what will the problems be. So queen walk's going through, rage here, and taking out several buildings, and she's going to step up at that point. I think when she steps up, take out the last building there with that sort of expo, and then she'll then continue walking. So one of the things that is interesting is which way was she going to go. Well, luckily for us, she's going in the right direction. So is she going to continue or break through the wall? No, she's going to continue. So having got that information in, then what can we do after this? So all this has been quite successful, taking in, and Harry at this point tries to earthquake through both sets of walls. So that's really at the outer limit of the diameter of quake, and you can see we've managed to get rid of the wall close to the town hall, but we haven't quite got the other wall there, and we don't really have access to the second inferno, which will probably be one of the problems later on. Okay, wall break in, and because we've cleared out most of those buildings in there, then the next buildings that are going to touch for the Valks are going to be inside the core, not on the outside. So we put them in now. They're immediately going to go towards the centre. So single targeting inferno, and Harry elects to use freeze for that single targeting inferno for that reason. Into the core, rage, take down the core, and that's core gone. We notice basically they go to the top, and we now leave that other inferno. So it's nicely to see. Also, what's interesting at this point is the healer switched out of the queen into other troops. Harry used quite a few wizards as well, which are doing a lot of damage. And we can see we've got quite a huge amount of base. We've got that top compartment up there, still kind of intact, and we've still got that inferno doing quite a lot of damage in the middle. So we've got to try and work out how we're going to take out those two other compartments, and what other change we're going to make. So let's whiz through these pieces, and having Harry just made it very easy for me. Let's see how make a bit of a mess of it, but actually end up 3-starring in the space. So we're seeing the beginning part as Jake would say, quite a few of one time. So same issue, queen down, high level queen, and that'll make a difference, because when she actually gets close to the AD in that end compartment, then basically what's going to happen is that she won't lose any healers, where Harry did lose one of his healers. So same issues, same things. We're whiz through these pieces because Harry showed us how to do it already. Taking out the compartment, and you'll see lots of errors here. Like, I've got several wall breakers, but don't put them all down. So there's one left. That's what you see at the end. One of many mistakes in things. Right, Valks in, lots of Valks in, Clan Castle, everything else in, and of course now taking 2 rages and 1 heal rather than either freezers, we can take that single inferno out extremely quickly. So they're going through, the healers then switch again to actually now do the Valks, because we've got to take a bit more Valks and not any wizards. And then what we're going to try and do for that top compartment is to use the king. So okay, the king versus a cannon, but when we can use the king's ability, he will take out that top compartment. Valks are still going on the other pieces, because we quaked open eventually, a bit late, the central compartment. We got rid of that other inferno. So here goes the king, queen is still up. We've still got a number of other buildings still up. Queen's still doing the business, taking out other buildings. That top compartment is now being dealt with by the king. We've still got a number of Valks, and it's quite amazing. One Archer Tower versus 1 Valk. You think that the Valk would lose, it doesn't. Basically, 1 Valk and 1 Archer Tower, Valk wins, which is just amazing. So very few less buildings, but it just shows you how a little bit of teamwork, did a little bit of adaptation, and we end up with the 3 stars. Well done.